Doesn't look very stable.
What's up, people? Mike here, and this is Uncharted 4, Crushing Difficulties walkthrough. This is Chapter 19, Avery's Descent into Madness, because this guy was completely out of his fucking mind, as you find out in this chapter with all the fucking booby traps and shit they is set up.
So, some kind of death trap?
Yeah. So many others somehow made it across. Just gotta follow their lead.
So this first one is easy to do since you have the tracks to follow. There is one later on that I completely just ended up memorizing. You'll see when I get there. I just run through it with like no issue.
Lena, look. Footprints stop here.
They must have made it through and it collapsed behind them.
Hey, just gonna move this out of the way here.
Yeah.
And for the most part, this chapter isn't too difficult, but there are some of the booby traps that
Thanks.
on crushing, if you don't
Come on, let's find
jump to a certain area, for some of them you'll instantly die, compared to like on hard where you can get away with, you know, taking more than one explosion without it completely killing you. But
Okay. Come on up.
on crushing, if you don't get away in a certain direction from the explosions, you'll die instantly. It's a very trial and error type thing before you figure out the proper direction for each one.
What the hell? This is creepy.
Dead end.
And that was me going the wrong way. That was me confusing a later area where you have to go to the right.
Hey, look. We had some gibbets left over.
Gibbets.
What?
It's pronounced gibbets.
Actually, that was me confusing this area with the previous area. So, this is the first introduction to the mummified explosives.
What was that?
Traps. Avery
And
trespassers.
Really the most annoying part of this entire chapter, because of the stupid things. Like, look at how close I was to death.
So far, so good.
On hard, not even an issue. But it's like the range of the explosive to the difficulty is just insane.
Now we know what caused the explosion we heard earlier.
No wonder so many parts of this passage have caved in.
Hey Nate.
But
I
Shortcut.
know it's a shortcut.
Trying to be optimistic here.
believe it's the next set of bombs is the first of the ones where you need to move in a specific way to avoid getting completely killed.
Don't explode, okay?
Yeah, see, like the fact I even did survive that is impressive, but this one you basically need to roll towards the wall, and then as soon as you can you need to be able to jump back towards where you slid down, because otherwise you're going to die there. I died at least I think twice there before I
You ready for a fight?
got the timing right of
Is that in reference to me?
jumping away from those second set of explosions.
Hey, guess these guys weren't paying attention. There's no sign of Sam.
We'll find out.
And then when you come into this firefight, unfortunately what the game does is that it puts you right at those boxes instead of putting you like back here where you want to be. So you basically get thrown into destructible cover as you're getting surrounded by guys practically. And they're very grenade happy during this part too. So, but thankfully for the most part, they tend to throw them like way past you. They do get a little aggressive and rushing you though, as you can see there. I got rushed by like 3 different guys. With like 2 more like coming right up on me. So, definitely want to be prepared for a crazy firefight. And there's usually one of those heavy shotguns like way at the back of the room. And he was being a real pain in the ass and just not dying. But there was that rare moment where I just had completely empty guns on both ends. So that was a bit of an awkward moment. But when you run up here, you want to be prepared, because I believe running, I don't know if it's like running into the doorway like just randomly triggers. I think there's like 2 more guys in there. I can't remember. Oh yeah, that's right. One of them was the heavy shotgun, and he scared the shit out of me because he was right there. But luckily the shotgun fucks him over pretty quickly. You do want to be careful when you get to here, because you do get a checkpoint. But that mummy right there is an explosive. I believe you can shoot them and it will make them explode. The thing you want to be careful of is that, as you see here, you get that checkpoint, but for some reason this guy spawns way back in this room. I don't know why, but I've been killed 3 times by him before I realized he spawned back here. I don't know why the game decided to have this random guy spawn back here, but he just is. So it's really just a matter of killing the first set, like the first 2 guys when you first get to that area, and then run back here and take care of him. And for the most part, the other guys will just run up towards you, so you can pretty much just like hide back here to deal with them. And like I said, they're very grenade happy. So. And this is my terrible shooting. And that was Elena nearly fucking me over and avoiding that explosive. I cut out a bunch of me running back and looking for ammo. But so this area is just really shitty. You want to try and get into this little side room on the left, and you can basically just avoid taking a lot of damage from these things. But yeah, those things are very annoying.
You gonna explode now? Huh? No? How about you?
This guy had some serious trust issues.
But I believe after this, that's the last of the explosions. Don't really need to worry about those things anymore. Well, I mean, you kind of have the kind of quick time event at the end.
Yeah, definitely descending.
Well, I say quick time event, the more the Crash Bandicoot running section. But if you just follow the path I go, you don't have to worry about getting blown up here. And we'll see you in chapter 20.
There. Made it. In your face, Avery. That's our way out of here. Yeah, gotta be. We know Avery likes to make an example of his enemies.
Definitely likes making exploding mummies.
Yeah. Let's tread carefully in here.